What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm your boy Zawoki, and we're going to be talking about the Xbox Series X and if it is worth buying right now, because I've had it for a couple months now, and I'm definitely going to be giving you my honest review of the Xbox X. So guys, grab a chair, grab some popcorn, so you don't want to miss out on any of this information if you're thinking about buying an Xbox Series X for yourself. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys are subscribed down below by hitting that red bar icon down below. Or if you guys have been returning and watching my videos but have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I can't thank you guys enough for the people that are subscribed, watching my videos, commenting, liking. You guys are awesome, legends, and I can't thank you guys enough. Let's keep it going and let's get to that 100,000 mark. Hopefully, my goal is to get there by 2021, but we'll see what, or not 2021, 2022. Well, I guess we'll see what the future has. But with that being said, the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 were one of the most anticipated things of 2020, which we've had some awesome things happening with both consoles, but both consoles have also had some negatives. Not much negatives, but we're going to be talking about those as well. Yes, there was a big problem with pretty much scalpers, bots, buying tons of the Xboxes and PlayStations and making it a lot harder for you and myself to get one, which I got one a day later after I was able to get one from somebody as well. But is the Xbox for right now for you guys worth buying, or do you guys just need to stick with the Xbox One X or the Xbox One S or whatever have you? Is it worth the upgrade? So there's a few things I want to talk about. Obviously, the first thing I want to talk about is no, they don't smoke like this. I've never seen anybody besides this person on TikTok/YouTube that says, ooh, the Xbox Series X is smoking, it's making noises. Really, if you look at this image, for one, you can see that this is like vaping, okay? It's not real, it's fake, it's just another gimmick to make sure that, because when Xbox passed, yes, they had the red ring of virus, or the red ring of death, which was very unfortunate, but the Xbox Series X is not smoking like the one in the picture. It's not smoking at all. So, or making noises to be that effect. I've seen a lot of people not speculate, but show that the Xboxes on their consoles, they would push the button or whatever, they'd hear a click, and it would go out. It could be a possible fuse box kind of scenario, but myself entirely, or not entirely, but my Xbox, which, one, I'm going to tell you right now, when you guys have it standing up like this, you do have the risk of somebody knocking it over. Obviously, it's got a circular base on the bottom. It's a little bit taller, kind of like a building or a book. I mean, it is square, but it has a tendency to possibly fall over. So my best thing for you guys is to make this thing horizontal like I have. If you guys look at mine, or not this one, you guys look at mine right now, this is where my Xbox is. It has tons of breathing room, for one, which I very rarely, when I've touched this thing myself, it does not get that hot. It gets a little warm, but overall, the venting of it going from the back and the outtake and the intake and the bottom and sort of like that, this is the best way to have it laying down. I know that people said it looks better standing up, which yes it does, but I'm going for performance. I'm not looking at having this pretty in my living room like some people do as well. But make sure, the other reason why I have it laying down is you see this concave at the top here, right on the top right here, this little top here. Yes, it's very cool to have all those open holes and it vents out that way, but what strikes me and scares me the most is dust particles, dust getting inside those. Yes, there's PCs that do this. My PC doesn't do this. The intake is in the bottom, the outtake is in the back, and so forth like that. It's not in the top, so laying it down is going to be a lot better for you guys if you guys buy this Xbox. So when you guys buy it, better lay it down just to be safe. Also, the buttons themselves don't feel or they don't feel cheap, they don't feel crappy. The button themselves, when you push the button like so, if you guys can see in this picture, the button's right here for me. The button doesn't stick. The button doesn't have any crappy quality. Even the pair button right here, the ejection button, and so forth like that, all are very well built. It's not crappy quality like some people say. They think that this plastic or this metal plastic or whatever have you. A lot of people just want to see people fail in life, or just want to watch the world burn. And my honest review so far is the Xbox One or Series X is definitely worth upgrading since I've had the Xbox One X, which, yes, there's not much of a difference, or I won't say much of a difference. There's not a big difference, but there's a difference. So I'm just letting you guys know when you guys get your Xbox, when you guys buy it, make sure it's just horizontal, just because I feel like the dust will get in there and so forth like that and just cause a whole nother scene. But on the back, obviously we have these connector ports, the intake and stuff like that. It does come with HDMI, the two, which I'm not too happy about, that it comes with two USB ports, one or two in the front, or two in the back, one in the front. I just feel like it could use a little bit more rather than having to buy an adapter that would give you more USBs. Maybe give us three in the front or three in the back, two in the front. I've just found myself that all my ports are taken up pretty much, besides the front one. The back one's taken because of the hard drive, and then the other one is taken up because of my keyboard. I put a keyboard in there just so I can chat and stuff like that if I need to, rather than having to type through the deck itself. But in the front, I use that for charging my charger, and then I'm SOL. But if you wanted to play with a wired controller, which I don't know a lot of people would want to play with a wired controller, or some people do, but it just, you lose the room. So also they have the Ethernet cord for you to plug in your system to the internet. I myself always do hardwire just because I don't have any problems, or so I don't have any problems being Wi-Fi. It has an optical port where you guys can put your headphones in, or not your headphones, but your like mix amp like I have. Let me pop this up here. This mix amp right here. This mix amp is able to plug into there. Actually, I think this is what it... Okay, so my mix amp is plugged into said Xbox that way. So it's... all your ports are pretty much going to be used right away. Also, you have your power connector at the bottom, which obviously gives you the power. But then you have the slot for your SSD external hard drive, or external SSD. I don't like that it looks like it's a GameCube memory card, like back in the day where you pretty much took your memory card and shoved it in the front, and that's where you stored your stuff. Yeah, it brings back memories and stuff like that, but I just feel like with this Xbox and all that room in the back there you see, somehow, some way, it could have been nice to have a slot where you could actually pull out your said hard drive or your SSD. I have an external hard drive on there and my SSD. I have a lot of room on there. It's a lot. I think I have like 6 to 8 gigs, or 6 to 8 terabytes of data with the one that's on, or the 1 terabyte that's in there, the 1 terabyte that's on the back, and I think it's a 4 external hard drive. Yes, there's a lot of hard drive space, but I want to make sure my stuff is saved and not in the cloud. A lot of people like the cloud, but I don't like the cloud. The only problem with the SSD is it's expensive. If you guys look at this, obviously looking at this picture, not this picture, I'll take this down, $219. So almost half of what the actual Xbox costs, which is $500. You're almost looking at half in just storage. Is it worth buying in the upgraded storage expansion? If you're not one that has a lot of games, or you're not looking to download a lot of games in the beginning, I would not get this right away, because eventually they'll go down. Yes, it's an SSD, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but in the meantime, the 1 terabyte that's on your console, if you guys got, I think mine holds right now, I have a lot of games mostly on my external hard drive, but if the games that I do play, I put on the SSD for the time that I'm playing them, and I'm holding like 6 to 7 games, and I still have tons of room. So the SSD is definitely another benefit because it gives you faster load times, which I've definitely seen compared to the Xbox One X. Faster load times, faster up and running. I'm literally pushing the button, within seconds I'm already ready to game, which is definitely really good to have if you are wanting to just play a couple games, get off for the night. That's definitely a plus. Faster frame rates, I've noticed. I mean, a lot of the games that we have right now are not optimized for this, but but games as in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Fortnite, Modern Warfare, Warzone, Cold War, a lot of these ones are optimized for better quality frame rate, for not up to 120 yet, because they're getting there, but the 60 FPS that I've noticed is amazing quality, even on a 4K at 60 FPS is amazing. I literally see little to no lag, little to no glitching, unless my internet is causing problems. So that's a benefit there. In your quality of picture. Is it up there with the PlayStation 5 or a PC? PC, no. There's no way. You can definitely build a beast of a PC and still outdo the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5. But the console wars, or consoles, they're getting there in quality of performance and visuals and audio and stuff like that. The Xbox is up there close to PC, but not quite. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, the PC's much better, PlayStation's better. Okay, PlayStation's better in the forms of exclusives. I'll give you that. But when it comes to the Xbox Series X and its Game Pass with quality gaming, you can't beat that. I'm sorry. It's the best that I've had by far, and I still stand next to that. Another thing I want to talk about is the controller. Yes, the controller, not much difference. If you guys look at my Xbox Series X Elite controller, which is technically almost mimicking the original Series X, or an Xbox One X and the Xbox One X Elite 1, the only difference is one is the share button, which, okay, I don't really use the share button. PlayStation had the share button before, or has had it in the middle, and also Nintendo Switch. Xbox just gave us the ability to do it here instead of by voice or by pressing the button up here. So is that a big bonus with the new Xbox controller? Not really. The feel of the controller, I mean, I know this is a different controller, but the feel of this controller, it's still in the box, to be honest, but it's still of a greater quality. The only difference too is the facial up here is not concaved like this one is. It is just completely right across. The hair triggers on here definitely feel a lot more fluent, and I think they said something about a dual. So I'm more into the Elite Advanced paddles. My paddles are not on here right now, but the controller has not had much change, but hopefully within the future it will. But like I said, we're not here for the actual controller. But the Xbox Series X, in my opinion, if you have an Xbox One, like the black brick, way big advance to jump from. If you have the Xbox One S, a bigger jump, not as big. But if you have the Xbox One X, you're going to see a little bit of a change. I wouldn't say I enjoy my Xbox Series X, don't get me wrong. But from going from the Xbox One X to the Xbox Series X, I was expecting to see a little bit more, but because I've been so used to the Xbox One X, I'm not seeing the different quality that the Xbox Series X has, because I've already had a good amount of experience with the Xbox One X. Does that mean don't buy it? No, I'm not saying that, because it's definitely a great purchase to buy. One, because it's the new console of the new generation. It doesn't have any noise. I don't know why people keep saying that it's very loud. I very rarely hear it, and when I am in intense battles, game downloading, whatever have you, It maybe runs a little bit, I wouldn't say noisy, but you cannot even hear it. It doesn't get warm to the touch where it's like, ooh, it's hot kind of thing. No, it's a little bit warmer to the touch. A lot of these people, like I said before, want to make just trouble and be negative about everything. I myself, if you are in the predicament of wanting to purchase said console, I would say yes, because it's definitely an upgrade. Is it a bigger upgrade, like I said, from the one or the original brick black one? Yes. Xbox One X, not significantly, but it's still an upgrade, and I enjoy it. I love it. I love the way it looks. Overall, I'm very happy with buying this console. And I've bought a lot of consoles over the years. I am 32, so with that being said, I've bought every single Xbox that they've ever had. I've bought every single Nintendo product, GameCube, Nintendo Switch, Wii U. I've bought in a couple PlayStations, the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4 Pro. I've bought in those ones as well. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to consoles. And I say still, I mean, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so it's nothing that I can compare to, but people have definitely said that PlayStation is still outselling of Xbox, but the Xbox Series X has sold more units than Xbox One and the Xbox One X when they did release. So that is saying something. So, is it worth buying? Yes, I would definitely, if you guys are in the market of buying a new console or getting a console and you're on the fence about buying this one, I would say yes. For the price of more than $500, no. Just because, one, you don't want to support scalpers and bots. Two, it's your hard-earned money. You deserve to spend the money, yes, on these consoles, but I don't see you having to purchase $600, $700, $800 in that console when it is priced at $500. So if you guys are waiting and you're wanting to buy said console, make sure you guys can get it in either a bundle or like with a couple games like Valhalla or I would say Halo, but Halo is way off in the distance right now, but or with the graphics card, or not the graphics card, the SSD with it, I would definitely purchase those together. But in conclusion, I would say yes, this is a great buy, a great upgrade, and I would say if you're on the fence, get it. So, if you have any questions down below, make sure you guys comment them down below in the description, or not description, but in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about your Xbox, if you guys did get one and purchased one, or got one for a Christmas gift. Let me know down below what you guys think of your console. If you guys were yay or nay, I would like to hear you guys. Also, a lot of people would probably like to hear from you guys as well. More of a variety of people that like their consoles or don't like their consoles. Let me know down in the description or comments, and let others know as well. So, again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this video helped you in deciding if Xbox Series X is right for you to buy right now in 2021. And we'll see you guys in the next video. So keep it real, keep it safe, and as always, keep nerding on. We'll see you guys next time. Peace!